Welcome back to your ultimate General Hospital destination. Explosive secrets, heartbreaking betrayals, and shocking twists are shaking Port Charles to its core. Stay tuned. Today's episode changes everything. As someone who has seen Anna Devane navigate more twists and turns than anyone else on this show, her return feels perfectly timed, almost like fate stepping in at the exact moment when everything around Cassius starts to unravel. I remember how Anna has always been one step ahead, using her sharp mind and that quiet strength of hers, and now she's back right when the truths about Cassius tie directly into this new obsession that seems to be consuming him. It's not just another plot point. It feels like the show is reminding us why Anna has always been such a cornerstone of Port Charles. What strikes me most is how those letters Anna once sent to Cassius are suddenly resurfacing as part of the new troubles brewing. I've always admired the way the show keeps past connections alive, turning old correspondence into something explosive in the present. These letters aren't just relics, they're proof of a deeper bond, or maybe even secrets, that Cassius has been holding close. In my opinion, this adds such rich layers to both characters. Anna has always been a woman of integrity, yet these letters suggest moments of vulnerability that we rarely see. Could they be the key to understanding why Cassius is spiraling into this obsession? I think yes, and it makes perfect sense because in soaps like ours, the past never stays buried for long. It bubbles up at the most dramatic times, forcing everyone to confront what they thought was long forgotten. And then there's the new explosion that's shaking things up. Goodness, the way the tension is building feels electric. I pictured it in my mind, the sudden blast, the chaos, the way it forces secrets into the open. This isn't random destruction. It's connected to the troubles surrounding those letters and Cassius's hidden truths. Anna, bless her heart, finds herself at the center without having caused the initial shock. She learns Cassius's true identity in a way that feels earned, not forced, and it proves just how cleverly the story is unfolding. I've seen many identity reveals over the years, but this one carries extra weight because it ties back to that new obsession of his. It's almost poetic how one discovery leads to another, like dominoes falling in slow motion until the big payoff. What I love most is how Anna turns this revelation into something powerful. She offers Cassius a proposition he simply cannot refuse, and in that moment, you can feel the shift in power. I've always rooted for Anna because she combines compassion with cunning. This offer isn't manipulation for its own sake. It's a way to perhaps save him from his own darkest impulses, or to protect the people she cares about in Port Charles. My personal take, and I know some longtime viewers might disagree, is that this move shows Anna evolving once again. She's not the same agent she was years ago. Life has softened some edges while sharpening others. This difference from earlier storylines makes it feel fresh and believable. Instead of charging in with force, she's using wisdom and strategy. And that's exactly why I stay invested after all these years. Watching this unfold leaves me with so many questions that the show answers almost as quickly as they arise, which keeps the pace thrilling without overwhelming the heart of the drama. Will those letters expose more than just personal history? How deeply does this obsession control Cassius? And can Anna's offer truly pull him back from the edge? I suspect the coming episodes will reveal even more connections, perhaps linking the explosion to other familiar faces in town. That's the beauty of General Hospital. It never lets one storyline exist in isolation. Everything interconnects, creating this rich tapestry that rewards loyal viewers like me who remember the small details from seasons past. I have to say, this new obsession of Cassius feels particularly compelling because it humanizes him in unexpected ways. We've seen many troubled souls on the show, but his feels rooted in something genuine, perhaps a longing for connection that those old letters represent. Anna recognizing his identity so clearly adds a layer of empathy to the conflict. In my view, it's a smart deviation from more straightforward villain arcs we've seen before. Here, there's potential for redemption, or at least understanding, and that keeps me hopeful rather than frustrated. The writers are balancing suspense with emotional depth, something that has always set this show apart for mature audiences who appreciate nuance over pure shock value. As the story builds toward whatever comes next, I find myself thinking about how Anna's return injects new energy into the entire canvas. She brings clarity to the chaos surrounding Cassius, proving once again that timing is everything in Port Charles. The explosion might have been the spark, but those letters and her offer are the fuel keeping the fire alive. I'm genuinely excited to see how this plays out because it feels like the show is honoring its history while pushing forward with bold new directions. For someone like me who has followed every high and low, this is the kind of storytelling that makes the wait between episodes worthwhile. One thing I particularly appreciate is how the narrative avoids unnecessary pain. Even in the midst of danger and revelations, there's an underlying sense of care for the characters and for us viewers. Anna's strength inspires me, and Cassius's struggles remind me that everyone carries burdens from their past. This balance makes the drama feel real and relatable, even in its heightened soap style. I wonder if other longtime fans feel the same pull toward these characters right now. The way Anna steps in with that irresistible offer suggests she sees potential for change, and that optimism is contagious. Looking ahead, I can already sense the heat rising. More truths will surface, alliances may shift, and the obsession that grips Cassius could lead to surprising alliances or heartbreaking choices. Will Anna's proposition hold, or will new complications test her resolve? The show has a wonderful way of answering these questions while planting even bigger ones, keeping us on the edge of our seats in the most enjoyable manner. It's this continuous momentum that has kept me watching for so long, and this current arc feels like a masterclass in building anticipation. In the end, these developments reaffirm why General Hospital remains so special to me. Anna's timely return, the weight of those letters, the impact of the explosion, and the power of her offer to Cassius all blend into something greater than the sum of its parts. It's a reminder that identity, obsession, and second chances are timeless themes done right. I'll be right here, cheering Anna on and pondering the deeper meanings, just as I have for years. The writers are delivering exactly what we loyal viewers crave: drama that touches the heart while thrilling the mind. And with so much still to unfold, I know the best is yet to come. This latest chapter has me reflecting on how far these characters have grown while staying true to their cores. Cassius's new troubles feel authentic because they stem from real emotional vulnerabilities exposed through those letters. Anna's discovery of his identity isn't just a plot device. It's a turning point that could redefine their dynamic. Her offer stands as proof that even in turmoil, there's room for negotiation and hope. I find this approach refreshing compared to some of the more explosive confrontations of past years, and it proves the show still knows how to evolve without losing its soul. The sense of momentum is undeniable. Every revelation feeds into the next, creating this wonderful chain reaction that mirrors life itself, messy, interconnected, and full of potential. As a devoted viewer well into my later years, I treasure these stories that respect, experience, and wisdom, much like Anna embodies. She handles the shocks with grace, turning potential disaster into opportunity. That's the kind of storytelling that resonates deeply and keeps me coming back, eager for whatever surprises await in Port Charles. As a longtime viewer who has seen countless officers and allies come and go in Port Charles, I find this particularly intriguing. Cassius has always walked a fine line between chaos and duty, and now it appears the department is finding ways to keep him close while managing the growing tensions around him. In my opinion, this decision shows the writer's smart understanding of character growth. Rather than casting him out completely, they are giving him room to prove himself, even as darker forces pull at him. What truly stands out is how Cassius harbors this deep obsession with the truths surrounding Sidwell and Cullum. These names carry weight in Port Charles, and his fixation on uncovering their secrets feels intensely personal. I remember how past storylines often hinted at hidden connections among these figures, and now Cassius is diving headfirst into those mysteries. Those resurfacing letters from Anna likely play a part here, fueling his drive and adding layers to his already complex motivations. This obsession isn't just a side plot, it feels central to his stay at the PCPD. The new adjustments seem designed to channel his intensity into something productive for the department, perhaps investigations or protective roles, while keeping a watchful eye on his more volatile side. I believe this humanizes him further, showing a man torn between his personal demons and a desire to do right. This situation is proving to spark one explosion after another in the PCPD's role, and the intensity is building week by week. The department is no longer just a backdrop for arrests and procedures. It has become a powder keg of drama, alliances, and revelations. Cassius's growing obsession with Sidwell and Cullum's truths is at the heart of it, pushing boundaries and forcing everyone from leadership down to beat cops to confront uncomfortable realities. I have seen the PCPD evolve over the years, but this current surge feels especially explosive. New adjustments mean heightened security, internal reviews, and perhaps even partnerships that blur the lines between friend and foe. It keeps the story moving at a thrilling pace without losing the emotional core that we longtime fans cherish. One question I keep asking myself is whether Cassius can truly balance his duties at the PCPD with this consuming obsession. Will the truths about Sidwell and Cullum lead to breakthroughs that help the department, or will they ignite even bigger conflicts? The show answers these concerns so quickly through clever twists like Anna's timely involvement and that irresistible offer she extends. Her return coincides perfectly, offering guidance and perhaps a steadying influence just as the PCPD feels ready to burst at the seams. In my view, this dynamic proves the writers are honoring the show's legacy while introducing fresh stakes. It differs from earlier, more straightforward police arcs by weaving in psychological depth and personal history. I appreciate how these elements avoid needless distress and instead focus on resilience and hope. Cassius staying on with these adjustments gives him a chance at redemption, even amid the explosions rocking the PCPD. His fixation on Sidwell and Cullum adds such compelling tension, making every episode feel urgent and rewarding. As someone well past 60 who has followed every chapter, I find comfort in stories that value, experience, and second chances. The way the PCPD's role expands through these events reminds me why this soap has endured. It mirrors life's complexities while delivering excitement. Looking ahead, I sense even more heat building. The obsession may reveal long-buried secrets that reshape alliances in Port Charles, with Cassius at the center thanks to his position at the PCPD. Will the new adjustments hold firm, or will the truths about Sidwell and Cullum push everything over the edge? These questions linger in the most delightful way, promising satisfying developments while keeping us eager for the next reveal. Anna's presence ensures wisdom tempers the chaos, and that balance makes the drama feel authentic and engaging.